record. I seen the show last night in Dallas. That whack as looked like it was 30 in there.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Blac Youngsta. Now, Blac Youngsta did something that a lot of people are mad about right now, man. He went to Dallas and had a show. Now, allegedly, he went to Dallas and had a show where he performed his song, Shake Some. Now, in the lyrics of that song, Shake Some, he's throwing disses at none other than young Dolph, man. So, obviously, the clip of him performing that song went viral, man. And it's all over the place. And hip-hop fans were none too pleased with Blac Youngsta, man. They felt it was too soon. They felt it was a bad look. And to be real, it just wasn't the move at this present time. Not when young Dolph just got laid to rest. Not when people are still trying to figure out who shot and killed young Dolph. And there's been a lot of speculation out there. It just wasn't a good look for hip-hop fans across the board. Now, some people have spoken out about this from young Dolph's camp. And one of the guys being a guy by the name of Grove Hero. You might have seen him in a couple of young Dolph's videos, man, where he's sometimes played a character and, just played along in the videos. But he's PRE affiliated, right? Well, Grove Hero took to social media to clap back at Blac Youngsta and let him know that he wasn't feeling that move. Now, before we get to the specifics and play all these clips and all the responses, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And, man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about Blac Youngsta out here creating waves, man. Now, there was a story that was put out there by a publication. I want to say it's just a website, and it's called hitc.com, and they made a story about this. They said in the headline, fans react to Blac Youngsta performing young Dolph diss track Shake Some. A video allegedly taken in Texas nightclub at the weekend shows rapper Blac Youngsta performing his diss track Shake Some, which is aimed at the late rapper young Dolph. Now, as mentioned before, this story went viral. Everybody was talking about it. But one person who stepped out in the front for PRE was a guy by the name of Grove Hero. And he had a lot to say. So he made this post on social media right here. Now I'm going to paraphrase a little bit for editing. But man, this is basically what he said. He said, Blac Youngsta, don't make me get on your head. Bruh dead. You ain't got to do all that. Man got kids and a family. It was cool while he was alive. But you going too far now. You cats get lamer by the day. Basically putting it out there that dissing the dead is not a good look. And by talking about Dolph after he's already passed is really not a good look, man. And these cats are getting lamer by the day, man. Because you got to consider the fact that he has a family out there and everything like that. And obviously this clip was going to go viral. Right now, especially with rappers passing away at the rate that they're passing away, people are starting to get... Man, they're starting to get upset about all this beef and stuff, man. They really starting to get dissuaded from it. I mean, I'm checking the room and it's changing a little bit. We still like the music. I'm not going to lie. The music and the beats and everything that goes with it, man, all of that is what people are looking for as far as like music to listen to. But the actual dissing of the dead, going a little overboard and all that, it seems like it's slowly getting phased out. You know what I mean? And, it started, to be real, that all started with Chicago rappers. And everybody just kind of took it and ran with it. But now people are kind of like, with all these rappers passing away, it's just not a good look. But Grove Hero, he wasn't done there. He wanted to show people what he was talking about in his post. And he had a really long story. Like, he on Instagram, it was like a story post where he talked about a lot of things, like helping the community. Go check it out if you want, man. He's easy to find on IG. But, man, I took some snippets of that, and this is basically what he was getting at, man. And I'm going to break it down, and let's check out this first clip.
Best friend a third of my money. You dig? So my can eat. You dig? Yeah. Now I'm going to pop a little bit since I know y'all watching. And since y'all don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? But now you going to know who I am. I'm that. Yeah. Bigger than every rapper. Get whatever Blac Youngsta get for a show. In one day. Same. You dig? Now pop that. For the record, I seen the show last night in Dallas. That whack as looked like it was 30 in there. But when I go to Dallas, I bring my food truck to Dallas. It's thousands of people out there buying my food. I'm selling out every time. It'll never be 20. You dig?
Now, in that clip, he was just calling out the fact that Blac Youngsta really hasn't been, doing anything bigger than him, he feels like. He feels like he's doing just as much as Blac Youngsta out here, just on the business level. As Blac Youngsta is doing this thing on the rap level, but he also pointed out the fact that show didn't look like super lit, man. If you look at that clip, and I'm not sure if that was from this weekend or somebody took an old clip just to start some hype, but it's basically been reported by a lot of media sources that was from this weekend in Dallas, right? But that show just doesn't look lit. Even though he's on the stage performing and he goes a cappella for a second, the crowd seemed like they wasn't into it. It didn't seem like it was a packed house. And there's different things going on, but man, it wasn't a good look all around. I don't know, maybe other people saw something I didn't, but it looked like the show wasn't going too hard, and that's what dude was getting to right there. Now let's check out this other clip.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It's so crazy how Dolph had you so hot. They had you hot, man. I'm talking about this independent making all his money. Got a distribution deal. I'm done.
Now, there's a very good reason why I took that part of his long story out of there, right? Dolph was doing this thing independently, right? It seems like a lot of the artists who run into issues with other artists, it's a mainstream artist versus an independent artist. And I'm not saying that's an exact science. I'm not saying that's always the case. But is there a possibility for there to be some bit of jealousy that somebody else made their way differently and maybe owns a lot of their own product, owns a lot of their own stuff, you know what I mean? And they're making more money than you in some cases? Because, let's be real, man. If I was to compare Young Dolph's career to Blac Youngsta, Blac Youngsta is signed, right? He's signed, I think, to multiple labels. He's got his own label. He's got Yo Gotti, and then I'm not sure what the big label is. And if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But then you got Dolph, who's got his own thing going on. I'm talking about his own thing. And is highly successful. Millions of listeners monthly on all platforms, just streams out it's just going good. He's even got he's got his little cousin out here doing big numbers, you know what I'm saying? Key Glock. So, and it's all on the independent side. So, they get the spoils of that war. They get to everything they toughed out is what I mean. They get to reap the benefits from that. Even though that's not the move for everybody. The independent grind is a hard grind for a lot of artists, especially who don't pop like that. Like Dolph and Key Glock are the exception because, number one, the talent was there and the music was amazing. Like, the music it's still, like, everybody was bumping Dolph before this. They're going to be bumping Dolph after all this, right? Now, let's check out this last clip where he goes to Blac Youngsta's hood and basically tries to expose the fact that he hasn't been helping out. Let's check this out.
We finna take a trip down Blac Youngsta Grandma Street. We on McMillan. Ride through this so they can see this the hood. Man, you do it all this talking about. Look at man. Look at your hood. You ain't came back. Look at this. You ain't came back to this. Did no helping, man. Look at.
Now, in that clip, I was kind of at odds at what he was doing there. He was putting the onus on Blac Youngsta to go back and help out his hood. But, man, to be honest, that's not Blac Youngsta's responsibility. You know what I'm saying? He has a responsibility to help out his own family. And later on during that clip, he starts to go to different houses and he says one of them is Blac Youngsta's grandma's house. Then he says, nah, that wasn't. But, man, to be real, that's not Blac Youngsta's responsibility, to be honest. Like, he's got a responsibility to take care of himself and make as much money as he can in the rap game and take care of his family. Those are his responsibilities. But if somebody wants to do that and just take on that responsibility on their own, salutes to them, and they should be recognized and praised throughout the community, man, because they're going above and beyond. And obviously, there's stories that Dolph was doing things like that. You know what I mean? But that's just because Blac Youngsta supposedly making some money, that doesn't mean he has to be doing that. I just want to clear that up. But in that clip, he was pointing out the fact that his hood was looking like a hood, and that's just what it is. Now let's check out this final clip where he went and talked to one of Blac Youngsta's old homeboys who still lives in that hood.
I'm in your hood, bro. I had to circle back around because they want the right house, bro. You hear me? They want the right house. But look, you need to fix over here, man. I noticed I pulled up on your builder, bro, your childhood friend, and he over here. You got all these millions, and you ain't came and blessed this man, bro. What's up with this man?
You know what's going on, man. Just like this, straight like this. We gonna call it for what it is.
And then you know what crazy about the whole situation, bro? This real street.
Now, Grove Hero talked to his homeboy who was still back in the hood. When I say his homeboy, I'm talking about Blac Youngsta's homeboy. And basically, he went to dissing Blac Youngsta, saying that he got to sneak in the hood and out the hood. The same thing you hear about every rapper who comes from humble beginnings, man. There's always somebody in their hood who's there that'll diss them if they feel like they got left behind or they haven't been helping out a lot. It's a part of the game, right? We've seen this in the rap since rappers started really getting real money. And, rappers today are getting real money. I mean, ridiculous, you know what I mean? But, man, I don't know about this. I think that Grove Hero is letting it be known that he's doing a lot for the community. And I think he's trying to foot stomp the fact that young Dolph was doing a lot for the community. But the overall visual and the opinion of him going to Blac Youngsta's hood was a weird change, man. I like his message throughout the story, but I think Blac Youngsta was dead wrong for performing that song. I think it's time to put that to rest. But you got to think about this too. Blac Youngsta, his catalog doesn't have that many songs. You know what I'm saying? He's got a couple of songs, but maybe they took that clip of that one song that he performed out of all the songs that he performed in his set, and that's what went viral. That's also a possibility. But what do you guys think, man? Do you think that Blac Youngsta was super disrespectful and needs to be shunned in the rap game? Or do you feel like, I don't know, he has the right to perform his songs if people paid for him to come and perform that song, even though the interaction with the crowd seemed like they wasn't feeling that? You feel me? Now, with that, this has been your boy. Hold up. What about Grove Hero? Do you think he's making good points about how rappers should contribute to their own community? Or do you feel like that's really on the rapper themselves to make that a responsibility of theirs? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.